I just wanted to ask, why are Nigerians the only African bros who go to other countries, and they still manage to ball like nobody's business?
They are Nigerians. They are Odogus. What are you doing for a living in South Africa? Some said that your cars are exotic, you have the best houses, you get the best women. So, what are you doing for a living? Alright, brothers and sisters, there has been some videos making wave. It started since last year, early last year. Okay, early last 2 years, 2024 through 2025, and it's still trending in 2026. And I feel that we need to talk about them. Yes. There are videos circulating out there of the white South Africans and the black South Africans asking this question to Nigerians. What do you do for a living in South Africa that is making you make so much money?
Guys, I don't know what it is, bro, but there's so many Nigerian O's in South Africa, in Cape Town, with so much money, bro. Like, I'm actually, like, genuine talk. I'm like, what the frick? Like, every single, like, car recently that I've been driving past, I've driven past a Ferrari, I drove past a freaking huge, lots of G-Wagons. And I was like, what the frick is going on here? Like, these O's are balling. They're living their freaking best life. Like, what do these O's do, bro? Like, what do these O's do? Are they in real estate? Are they in finance? What do they do, bro?
So many of our African brothers and sisters in South Africa, both the fair and the dark-skinned, are asking that important question.
Nigerians living in Mozambique, Nigerians living in South Africa, where do you guys get the money? I'm just humbly asking. I'm trying to think in the best positive way possible. That's why I'm asking you that. Where do you guys get the money? Because clearly you have it. Even our women love you guys so much. They'll defend you to death. In fact, if you ever see an influencer trending, something, someone is shooting, the person that is shooting is Nigerian. And we don't see these guys incorporate where they're not there. But the bank balance is there. Where do you guys get the money? Hey, the accent. You see I'm coming all right. Yes. The money.
I just wanted to ask, why are Nigerians the only African bros who go to other countries, and they still manage to ball like nobody's business? Everybody knows that 1 rand is like 2 million naira. But there is no way you're going to Niger and balling the way those bros do here in SA. Those bros be buying ace on ace, vev on vev in the club like every day, bro. Even if you were to go to Nigeria with your 10,000 rand, my brother, there is no way you're balling to that extent. We just need to talk about this, bro. Where do these bros get their money? Plug us, bro, like, for real.
Now, I'm here to answer you, okay? Yes. Nigerians are go-getters. Wherever we are, both in Nigeria and in the diaspora. I would say, first of all, we are not lazy. I don't know whether you've noticed Nigeria in your nation. The works, the jobs that you feel are odd jobs, Nigeria do them. True of us. In fact, some nations are saying, Nigerians are selling canvas, phone canvas, and they are making money. Nigerians are selling slippers, and they are making money. You see, we get our hands to do those things you feel are too small for you to do. Nigerians, we do them, we make money. Nigerians in your land, they don't form.
Nigeria bullied South and West Africa, and it has something to do with you. It's a train of thought. I want to talk about Nollywood. People forget a crucial part of history. Nigeria didn't invent or even pioneer African cinema. Before Nollywood, South Africa had such a strong run. They had amazing shows like Isidingo the Need and Generations. They had studios, government grants, and entire production houses. Francophone Africa already had film festivals, big movie productions. A lot of them were government backed. Even Burkina Faso was doing great. On paper, Nigeria had already missed the station. They were too late late, too broke, and they were too disorganized. And it looks like other countries had it figured out. And yet today, when the world thinks of African cinema, they think of Nollywood. We have to be honest, early Nollywood films were chaos. They were shot in living rooms, the ghost would look left and right before it crossed the road, dead bodies could breathe, the boom mic would have a guest appearance every now and then, the soundtracks always skipped scenes, the visual effects, man, it was a shit show. And yet people still bought all the CDs in markets, in bus parks, in traffic, everywhere. For those of you that don't know, these movies did so well in East Africa that to this date, Ghana Must Go bags are called Osofia because in the movie Osofia in London, he had a Ghana Must Go bag. It was a big deal. Nollywood succeeded so well that the reason we have babalawos and religious dealers is directly related to Nollywood. People watched movies like Dogs Meeting and Billionaires Club and they believed that babalawos can make you rich, which gave birth to an industry. On the other hand, people watched movies like Blood Sisters and realized that, oh, people can actually come after you, your village people can bewitch you, and that led them to run into religious dealers for healing. And these two industries were born. We probably wouldn't have as much babalawo business and churches as we do in Africa if Nollywood didn't exist. Nigeria didn't miss the station, they skipped the queue. Everybody was chasing perfection, they chased connection, they chased good storytelling, they chased people. They didn't wait for cinemas, they went straight to homes. They didn't care about government policy, they didn't care about banks financing them. Boys in Aba Market were printing these CDs like no man's businesses. These things made it to war-torn Sudan. That is how far Nigerian movies went. They never waited for permission or validation from anyone. They built with what they had, with where they were. This is where it concerns you. Lesson number one, you don't always have to come first. The world doesn't care who did something first. They care about who did it well and who connected with them. Don't sit on your business idea and refuse to do it just because somebody else has done it first. And secondly, you don't need too much to start. I suffered from this a lot when I was younger. I needed all the financing, all the support for me to succeed, and that led to many failures. Start with the little that you have and build upon it. Build strategy, build good teams. Our governments are already broken. They're never going to write policy that supports you. So what can you do within that space that you can use to succeed? That's what Nollywood did. While other people are waiting for the perfect moment, build momentum. Momentum will always go further than perfection. If you think you're late, you're not. If you think you don't have enough, you probably do. History doesn't remember who came first or who was the most prepared. History remembers who moved and didn't stop.
Do you know that some of the things Nigerians sell to you in that South Africa, as well as in some other nations in Africa, that they brought them from Nigeria? Now, here is the thing. Because of our deal because of the deal or the bilateral partnership we signed with China and some other nations, Nigerians' import duty tends to be very low compared to that of other Africans. So, Nigerians would rather prefer to come to Nigeria to buy things from Nigeria, go back to South Africa and sell them to you. And that is why in your nation, you will still see them selling things affordable to you than other people in the market, yet they are making so much money and they are very comfortable. That is the Nigerian business strategy. That is why you see a lot of Nigerians, once in a while, they'll go back home. Some of them, they import things from Nigeria, all right, to South Africa. Some of them, you see them coming back to Nigeria to buy clothing, to buy a lot of things. These are things that they would have waited to be imported into South Africa from China. But they know, my brothers and sisters know, that most of these things will be ridiculously expensive by the time it gets to their hands in South Africa from China. So they will prefer to come to Nigeria to buy that. Another point is this. There are so many opportunities in South Africa. I'm not going to lie. There are so many of you South Africans you take for granted. Some of you are relying on grants, on government grants. You know, in Nigeria, our governments know the two send us. And when they send us, some of our people in government will squander the money. So a typical Nigerian had nurtured the mind of hustling on their own. And that is how we survive. So we hustle to make this money. And one thing that is very important is that we form the habit of saving to eat later. A typical Nigerian would want to save his money that he hustled. And over time, he will join the money together, he will pull the money together, and he will start his enterprise, and he will start his investments. We do not make 1 naira and eat 1 naira. Just like some of you, you make 10 rands, you eat 10 rands. A Nigerian will keep hustling. Now, this is one important thing I would love you to know. A typical Nigerian man believes in investment. So, we do not believe in hustle and chop immediately. So we hustle, we sieve, we sort, we select the ones to eat, and we reserve the remaining for investment. So those beautiful cars you see, we got them from savings. It wasn't just a one-time hit. That's Benz, that Ferrari, that beautiful exotic car you saw might have been gotten from 5 years worth savings. Did you understand? We Nigerians, we know how to save money. You see that mansion you see Nigerians building. You see those beautiful houses you see them acquiring. They saved for them. We are not like you. Some of you earn salaries. You earn 1,000 rands, and at the end of the month, you will squander 800 rands. You will hustle you will struggle to even pay other bills because you believed in jaye. You believed in enjoyment, in showing off. Nigerians, we save our money. That is why that exotic car you saw, that exotic building you saw, that beautiful and classy ride you've seen, or the beautiful or well-filled shop you're seeing, was from years of savings. Imagine a Nigerian saving 10 million naira every year. And on the 5th year, they got 50 million. And of course, you see them investing and, getting some things for themselves. We try as much as possible to gather before we eat the fruit of our labor. So yes, when you see that Ferrari or that exotic Benz on the road, it was coming from years of toil. From someone who decided to save up than someone that squandered immediately they got that. Hope that is clear. So yes, and women love good things. If South African men want to keep their women, they should also learn not to squander their money. Learn to save. Learn to gather for the rainy season. We Nigerians, especially our men, they gather for the rainy seasons.